evening, everyone, and welcome to Redbird Replay. This is Scott Kirker along with John Redbolt. John, here we are, week 9 already.
Went fast, beautiful weather.
Oh, it's been great. Great weather. Metamora comes off the big win last week against Pekin team, playing for their playoff lives, and basically that was our first round of the playoffs.
Our opportunity to play spoiler for somebody else. Unfortunately, we're not going into October 21st and playoff pairings with great anticipation because Metamora's name will not be called tomorrow night.
No, that's like you said, the first time in a long time that we haven't gone into week 9 with either knowing we're going to the playoffs or at least playing for a chance to go into the playoffs. Why don't we take this time and talk to the Metamora assistant football coach. Well, here we are with Metamora offensive coordinator Nick Dolinsky. Coach, week 9 already. Can you believe that?
Yeah, it's gone really quick, and unfortunately there's no week 10 for us this year, and that's pretty tough pill to swallow for us. We put ourselves in a hole early and couldn't quite climb out, but I think we're playing our best ball at the end of the year, so it's definitely something to build upon, but it's tonight's the night to give them seniors one more chance to go out and play, and hope we reward them with all the time they've put in, and they come out and play really well tonight.
Last week I thought he had a nice win offensively. Man, we really looked well last week. We're
putting things together. It's a little late. We're finding all of our strengths. Just, it was a little late. And, the Dunlap week was as much Dunlap as it was us because I think they're really good. And we got ourselves in a hole in that game and, it got us spun out of oil. But, really, the last 4 out of 5, we've played pretty well offensively. So, the good news is we bring back quite a few of those kids involved in the offense, but, we're going to graduate some seniors that are really important.
Yeah, and I thought last week your seniors, Michael Blau and Chris Lianos and some of those other guys, Jeff Murphy, those guys made some big plays, and it was nice to see on senior night those guys making big plays.
Yeah, we stress the importance of winning on Malone and holding down the fort at home and being proud of what it is that we have there, and I think our seniors really stepped up to that. And Blau had a monster game, all around, special teams, offensively, defensively. He played really well, and Brighton McDonald's came back was a nice little pick-me-up too, because Brighton was an awful big part of this offense, and when he went down after the Washington game, it took a part way away from us. So, one, getting him back mentally for him to to play these last 2 games is important, and those other guys in Coker and Cassip and those guys on the front line as seniors have done a real good job of battling and being good leaders, which is the most important part in this situation.
And I think it's really important, too, that, your seniors go out on a high note. It kind of sets the tone for the offseason and then going into next season.
Yeah, we hope so. There ain't many years that we've ended the season with a win,
No.
It's tough because you got to win a state championship if you're in the playoffs. And, this is a year that, this is kind of our last game. And it's not a state championship, but it's, equivalent to go win your last one, because I think that's really important for, everybody. Seniors to be getting set off with a win, and the underclass guys to have something more to say, hey, we're feeling back. Things are going good. Let's make sure we get the job done in the weight room.
Any changes tonight since it is the last game for some of these seniors? Or are you going to just kind of go as you've been going the whole year?
Most of the seniors have been involved in some scenario. Chris Sharp has been one of the senior linemen that's kind of been sitting behind the other 2 seniors. So, he might find his way in, a little earlier than later. But, a lot of those seniors have been in the mix. We haven't really had many sitting out. So I think it's really important just to, one, our kids go out and play hard. And do what's expected of them, and then that'll give those other guys opportunities to play as we go forward in the game.
Beautiful night. Hard to believe this is the end of October, isn't it?
The one nice thing this year, we have been very blessed with, really nice weather. 9 games of, really no rain, compared to a couple other years where it seemed like it rained every game. So
yeah, I think last year the first 4 weeks
it was wet. So we put ourselves in, in about as nice weather as we can. It's a great atmosphere here at East Peoria. Brad Dubois does a great job of making sure that things are done right. And, it's bittersweet because really we talked about the most disappointing thing is on Monday we don't get to practice. And these are a great group of kids to be around. And those are the things you miss. And, Eric talks about it in baseball all the time, Stoney, that, it's more about the practice and spending time with kids as much as it is, winning games and keep playing. So, I definitely think some, relationships have been built and some bonds have been made, and these kids are really going to, look back fondly upon what happened and, feel that they may be part of what's going to be coming soon, which is another big step. And, we're hoping that they feel, like they're a really big part of that.
Well, Coach, let's end it at 4-5.
We'll do our best. So thanks.
Good luck.
You guys have been great. We appreciate what you guys do for the program, and we're looking forward to working with you guys again next year.
All righty.
Thanks. Talk to you later.
Bye. Welcome back to East Peoria. Metamora comes onto the field. John, coming to Eastside's always been kind of a neat thing to do. East Peoria's, it's a neat stadium, and we've never lost over here.
We've never lost here, and East Peoria's never won at Malone.
Yeah, that's true. They came close. We beat them in overtime in, what was that, 04? Metamora probably playing their best football of the season right now, and that's good because that goes into the next year. East Peoria getting ready to come out onto the field.
Yeah, if the Redbirds win tonight, they'll have their 4th victory in the last 5 games. Closed the season strong, but just dug too big of a hole early. I think everybody that follows the Redbirds still scratches their head and looks at that week 2 game that got away down at Jersey.
Yeah, that's a little unfortunate, but that's the way it goes, and there's not a whole lot you can do about that. I'm not sure who's kicking off and who's receiving. I didn't catch that part, but I'm anxious to see how Metamora handles this game. Last week they handled it with a lot of pride. We're about 30 seconds away from kickoff. John, do you think that as the season has gone on and we've had to do some mixing and matching and we've had to kind of move some kids around, but defensively, that's been probably the side of the ball that we've probably had to do the most creative thinking a little bit, because we replaced, 10 kids from last year's team. A very good defense last year, very, very good defense. And then this year, we've had to kind of come up with some new players. The one player returning was Chris Lianos, and he basically changed positions. As Metamora goes on, it looks like we're going to receive Blau and Ethan Hodel, and I can't see who's on the far side over there. Is that John Gatton?
That could be. See if East Peoria goes with their onside kick. No, they kick away.
And that'll go out of bounds.
Onside early in the freshman game, and then they haven't any other opportunities. So
thought our
didn't see a lot of it.
Freshman impressive win, 47-0. So they end strong. They get 2nd in the conference.
After East Peoria's kick goes out of bounds.
Big game tonight in the Mid-Atlantic. Morton, Washington. Who are you picking?
Picking Washington with my head and picking Washington with my heart at this point, because if Washington beats Morton and Metamora wins tonight, we finish tied for 3rd in the conference.
Yeah. Metamora comes out with Ethan Hodel in the backfield. We move the ball to the far hash mark.
I think Morton is a little more physical, bigger up front, can do more offensively. I think Washington is just a little better team, a little more balance there.
Complete to Michael Blau, and he'll cross into East Peoria territory. That was just laid up, and Blau made a play on the ball. Nice job. Takes it down to the 32-yard line. Nice toss by Tommy Hall.
Metamora trips left, Hodel in the backfield. Ethan Hodel on the carry, a little jump cut there at the end, dives towards the 30.
Picked up about a yard.
Marked at the 31.
McDonald comes off and Horwitz comes on.
Ethan Hodel on the carry again, inside the 25.
Nice job by the Redbird offensive line to get him into that secondary and brings up a 3rd and short. Kind of windy up here. Did we jump? They're going to call that on East Peoria, it looks like. Yeah, that's offsides on the defense. That'll move it, give Redbirds a 1st down, takes it down to what, the 19-yard line?
This might be the best view that we get of a game at any Mid-Illini venue, though. No obstruction. We're not looking through some beam or looking around something in a press box or anything like that, and we're not crammed together.
You're right. Yeah, I think you're right. Even at home, we have a partition.
Yep. Hodel looking for room on the edge. Picks up a couple. 2nd and 8. Yeah, usually in our home press box at Malone, when we're trying to see the scoreboard, we're looking around a partition and we're looking through the visiting coaches area, the press box, and the coaches are looking back at us like, what are you trying to see over here? So I'm just trying to see what's going on at that end of the field.
Tommy gets out of that. How did he get away from those guys? And he'll pick up a Redbird 1st down. Tommy with a little bit of a Houdini act there.
Maybe some miscommunication on the Raider defense. Like, I got him, you got him. Nobody has him.
Yeah, Tommy's a big target at 6'7", so
it's tough to lose. Kind of expected to see the white game pants tonight.
So did I. I kind of thought so too.
Hodel on the carry.
And he's real close. They're going to say he's just outside the goal line, down to about the 3-inch line.
Just inside the 1-yard line.
Was it?
Just a little more surge right at the end. A little more explosion diving towards that goal line. Nelson, the lone receiver on the near side. Blau and Gatton on the far side. The give is to Hodel.
And that'll be a touchdown, Metamora. Ryan Vogel comes on for the extra point. That's up and good and almost up against the retaining wall. Well, you are certainly correct about us having the best view. Nice drive to start the ball game for the Redbirds.
Years ago, when I had an opportunity to work at WTAZ, and we'd do a lot of different Mid-Illini games, and we'd do games up at Stamper. And that old press box, it didn't square up with the field, so it sat at an angle anyway. And as much as you tried to, you could bring your own Windex if you want. Those windows just were never clear. They always kind of had a fog on it, and yeah, it was always tough to see. So
there was always a fog on that field anyway. 7-0 Redbirds. 8:32 to go here in this first quarter.
I remember Barb Moore was the East Peoria athletic director back at that time, and would come in at this time of the year, and the leaves were changed. And don't you love our beautiful stadium? I can't see it.
Good coverage by the Redbirds under the 35-yard line.
First and 10 for the Raiders.
Spirit comes out for their first possession of the ball game.
Xavier Gutierrez tracks the running back down, but not until after he has a big gain inside the Redbird 20. Boy, all 11 men were up. Once he broke that first level,
yeah,
he was going to go for a bit. I think he knew he didn't have the gear to get to the end zone. He was looking over his shoulder at about the 35, expecting somebody to come. Little movement. No flag.
Pretty good run.
Number 2, Elijah Bennett on the carry. 6 foot, 185-pound junior.
Boy, he looks bigger than that.
And again, the ball carrier takes
Looks thicker than that.
right at the 10-yard line. It'll be second down and 1.
Pretty good stalemate right there. Is that going to be enough for a first? It doesn't look like it.
First down, Raiders.
Oh, they gave it to him.
First and goal.
.650 to go here in the first quarter. Redbird's up 7-zip.
Bennett on the carry again.
He's a
Up
load.
to about the 6.
Was that Logan McClure on the tackle?
Ball carrier, gain of a couple on the play.
He's up a second and goal from the 6.
Second down and goal.
The Redbird defenders need to figure out pretty quick. They need to go a little lower on him. They keep coming high, they're going to go for a ride.
That's a really nice job by the Redbird defense there.
Flag down at the 3.
Were they offsides? Are they going to get us offsides?
Looks like it was in our defensive backfield.
Oh, that might be motion on them. Oh, that's a hold.
Timeouts and holding.
You got to take them back, don't you? That takes them back to the 15. Makes it a second and goal from the 15-yard line.
After the penalty is to the 15-yard line. Stay second down.
The one middle line team I can remember that you would decline that penalty on were those great Canton teams, because you didn't want to give them the extra down and back them up and open up their passing lanes.
Yes, and you could probably say the same thing about the old Limestone back in the glory days for them too.
This East Peoria Raiders team is not that type of threat.
They'll bring up a 3rd and goal from the 15. A couple big downs for the Redbird defense. 5:28 to go here in this first quarter. So John, when you look at the teams that are probably going to make it with that, you figure Central will be 6A. Will Washington?
Washington looks like they're hanging towards the top of 5A, as is Dunlap. Morton's solidly 5A. They're not going anywhere.
Morris could be 4A.
Morris right now is the largest 4A. Highland, last year's playoff opponent, right now is the second to smallest in 5A. It would be really interesting to see them drop down to 4A.
Oh, yeah. Potential Rochester-Highland matchup could be real interesting.
Yeah, that could be a shootout. That would be a lot of fun to watch. There's a lot of talent.
And I'm sure Belleville-Altoff will have something to say about that whole mix, too. 4th and goal from the 15. East Peoria takes a timeout. The playoffs this year, I think 4A and 5A are really, in 6A.
They're very similar.
They're very, very, but there are some stacked teams. There's about, in 4A, there's probably three to 5 teams that could win 4A, and in 5A, there's some teams that could go a long way. But man, when you look at that Phillips team that beat a Loyola Academy in the first game of the year, 20-14, and Loyola Academy, I believe, is ranked number 3 in 8A. That's pretty impressive. So if you're a 4A school and you can compete against the talent that Loyola Academy draws to their program, ooh.
You're loaded.
And then you look at 6A, and there's some powerhouses in there. There's the Griffins, and there's the Lamonts, and you know,
Nazareth.
Park Ridge is still looming as the defending 6A champion. Or excuse me, 5A. They were 5. No, they were 6A. Excuse me. Yeah, they were 6A. So here it is, 4th down for the
Peoria
Redbird.
Central's the defending 5A champion.
Yes, and they're going to.
They need to get into the tournament to be able to defend.
Yeah. 4th and goal from the 15. East Peoria comes back onto the field. That's an illegal motion. That'll move him 5 yards further back out to the 20. So these playoffs, I mean, there's going to be some Donnybrooks, and they could be early.
Where the records and the seeds really don't mean as much as you might think.
No. East Peoria will get there. It's interesting how they huddle. Their linemen kind of stand to the side, and then they bring the huddle or the play into the skill players. That'll fall incomplete. The Redbirds will take over. Bent but didn't break. Nice job by the Redbird D. And Redbirds will get it at their own 20-yard line.
That penalty was huge backing the Raiders up. They just couldn't mount anything from there.
2 penalties. The Redbird offense comes back onto the field. Ethan Hodel and Thomas Hall in the Redbird backfield.
Brighton McDonald, John Nelson at wide out to the near side.
I think Hall threw that at his feet. He knew that that wasn't going to go anywhere.
Covered.
Bring up 2nd down.
Number 2, Brighton McDonald is off. Number 32, Brock Horowitz, is on. Ethan Hodel on the carry. Shy of the 25.
Brings up
Gain of 5 on the play.
3rd and short 6.
Flags on the play.
Are they going to get him for facing? Is there
There's a flag down at the 19 on the far side.
they've been talking to these Peoria players, but they're not doing anything.
Is it a sideline warning?
Is that a face mask? It looks like it must be. It's 10 yards. So that'll give the Redbirds a first down, and they marked it from the end of the play.
Out to the 35.
Well, that was... I don't know, what kind of penalty was that? That was like a 7-yard penalty.
Huddle carries right side.
That one's a little bit puzzling.
Odell takes the ball around the right side. Gain of 2 on the play.
Because if you're tacking it on from the end of the run, it was about a 4-yard gain. And we were on the 20, well, I guess maybe not, because we got it out to the 25, so it could have been something from the end. But what gives you, what penalty is from the end of the yard that's only 10 yards? 2nd 8, the Redbirds.
40, Chris Lianos in the backfield. All out of the pocket, throws it away.
Pretty good move there.
Hall gets chased out of bounds. Throws the ball out of bounds. It'll bring up 3rd down.
Horowitz in the backfield. Pass completed to Brighton McDonald. He's out across the 40, and he's free into Raider territory.
Broke some nice tackles. Brighton McDonald takes it into East Peoria territory. Nice job.
Picks up the first down.
To the 47-yard line. 1st and 10.
3:40 to go here in the first quarter. Redbirds up 7-0. Back to the line of scrimmage.
Odell, the ball carrier. No gain on the play. Bring up 2nd down.
2nd and a long 10 for the Redbirds. Ball resting on the East Peoria 47-yard line.
Washington with an early lead, 12-7 over Mort. Ball's pass complete to number 3, John Nelson.
That's a nice play. That's a nice play by both Tommy Hall and John Nelson to kind of shield the East Peoria defender and pick up some positive yards. Makes it a 3rd and about 4. Nice crowd by Metamora tonight.
Too nice of a night to sit at home. Last opportunity to see the Redbirds in 2017.
Oh, nice surge there by
Good leg drive.
Ethan Hodel will get the Redbirds a first down. He'll take it inside the 35, right on the 34-yard line. East Peoria will take a timeout. 1:52 to go here in this first quarter. And John, when you look at the 5A bracket, when they come out tomorrow night, you think Sterling will come south?
I haven't looked at it closely enough and done the count. You know, usually at this time of the year, I've already gotten out the map and started counting. Okay, you start at the southern tip and you start working your way up. It's like, okay, and where do we get to 16? And usually 16 is right around Washington.
Yeah.
There have been some years where, like, okay, you know, Washington could be the northernmost southern team. We could be the southernmost northern team. And then sometimes you get all the way to us, and we're number 15. Where's the 16th going to come from? Oh, it looks like Sterling's that outlier all the way over there on the other side of 39 and above 80, and nobody else around them, you know, and what to do with them. It certainly ruffled some feathers when Sterling came south a few years ago, but they're a yearly problem for the IHSA of where to place them, with no other 5A program around them that's going to be in the playoffs.
Right. Nice run by Hodel. There's that kind of that read option that is very tough, because when Tommy pulls that, there's usually a wide receiver wide open.
So then your other issue with Sterling is a 9-0 undefeated top seed.
If they get by DeKalb tonight.
And where are your other top seeds going to be?
I think he has to have broken the plane if they.
Pass was complete to John Nelson. He was hit in the end zone, well into the end zone. They're calling it a touchback, but it wasn't fumbled until he was across the goal line.
Unless he was bobbling it as he crossed.
I think it would be an incomplete pass then. But did he have, you know, if he caught it, if it was secured, it was a catch, then it's a touchdown, or it's an incomplete pass.
Yeah. So East Peoria will get the ball on the 20-yard line. That was a nice play, though. Jeff Murphy got there just as the ball bounced up to the quarterback after the bad snap. That'll move it back to about the 13-yard line, where it'll be second and about 17 for the Red Raiders as we close in on the end of this first quarter. 40 seconds left to go here.
So then the other thing with Sterling is, with those top seeds, the other 8-0s trying to finish off 9-0 seasons. Dunlap, if Highland goes 5A and Highland wins tonight, they're a 9-0 coming out of the Deep South. You know, you get enough 9-0s that are below 80, then it is another option for the IHSA to keep Sterling north.
That's always the big question, like you say, what to do with Sterling. In most of the Bloomington schools, they're going to be 6A or higher. What's been the biggest surprise outside of Metamora this year for you?
Probably Central.
That's what I was thinking too.
The defending champ is going into week 9
needing a win,
stressing on whether or not they're going to get in the playoffs. You know, we almost feel like it's our birthright at Metamora that we're going to be in the playoffs every year. But we were a 6-3 team last year that had a good run, made the quarters. They're the defending champs. If the defending champs don't make the tournament the following year, that's a huge story.
That would be. And with the, you know, they picked up arguably the best running back in the area in the offseason. Looks like they're going to call
the best running back in the area that wasn't already wearing a Peoria Lions uniform anyway.
Yeah. That'll be a roughing, or excuse me, unsportsmanlike against Metamora. That'll give them a first down. Keeps the East Peoria drive alive. One more play here in this first quarter.
Now beyond that, some of the smaller schools, kind of how, it's interesting how some things with the breakup of the Corn Belt has shaken out. U-High thought that they were greener pastures going to Central State 8, and they've taken their lumps down there. U-High, a perennial playoff team, and it's not going to be so easy in the Central State 8 year after year now. Eureka, they go smaller. They go to the Heart of Illinois Conference, and now they're a playoff team.
But their enrollments dropped. They're down under 500.
Right. Mm-hmm. And well, they got out of the co-op with Roanoke Benson. So they were able to drop back down. Otherwise, they would have been a small 4A school.
End of the first quarter, by the way, there.
and Pontiac
has to win tonight.
But Pontiac has been down for a few years, and Pontiac could be in the playoffs as well.
Yeah, they get a win tonight. I think they play Peotone, something like that, maybe. Maybe not. I'm not sure. I saw where they had to play. They play a team that I think is 3-5. End of the first quarter, Redbirds up 7-0. East Peoria has the ball, 2nd and 10 from their own 34-yard line. Yeah, there's some interesting scenarios with the different classes, and and there's going to be some changes in the middle line. And there's talk that they could do away with the sophomore football and make it a JV played on Monday nights where you can bring juniors down. East Peoria comes onto the field to start this second quarter.
I know some smaller conferences are doing that.
They do that up north.
And Limestone is having some numbers issues. Dunlap is only you gesture towards East Peoria. Yeah, East Peoria has had numbers issues for decades. Pass intercepted by number 181, John Gatton. Redbirds ball
on the 39-yard line. Nice job by the Redbirds. But yeah,
Dunlap is one of the largest schools in the conference, having one of the historically best seasons in their program's history, and they're already scratching their heads looking at that freshman and sophomore group going, we have numbers issues.
Yep.
That might be the way to go.
Limestone's got trouble. Morton's had trouble. East Peoria, I assume, has some trouble with their numbers. Redbirds come onto the field. They'll bring their offense on. 11:52 to go here in this first half. Redbirds up 7-0. Oh, pretty good hit.
Pass intended for number 2, Brighton McDonald, broken up at the 35.
That's a pretty solid hit there.
Number 2, McDonald. Knocked down by number 30, Clay Gore.
So I guess the old man in me that grew up in the Middle Illini, and it's all I've ever known, is freshmen play the prelim on Friday and sophomores play on Monday night under the lights, and everything is good and rosy. I don't like it, but I understand if they feel it necessary to go that route. It's for the greater good of the sport. And so that you still have some security in the conference too, because if you don't look at options like that, then you might have some schools say we have to drop a sport or we need to leave the conference.
Or we just do like Limestone did this year and basically cancel your sophomore season.
Right.
And that doesn't do anybody any good. Nice job by John Gatton. What a pass by Tommy Hall. And Gatton will go inside the 20 down to about the 17-yard line. Nice pitch, nice catch by John Gatton.
Pass complete to number 81, Gatton.
Lianos and Hodel in the Redbird backfield along with Tommy Hall. Oh, Michael Blau breaks free. Touchdown, Metamora.
Touchdown, Metamora.
Nice block out there by John Nelson.
Michael Blau doesn't feel the need for a lot of extra shimmy or anything out there. Just catch the ball and get north.
Yeah, there's not a lot of wiggle. Nice kick by Vogel. Gives Redbirds a 14-0 lead. With 10:18 to go here in this first half. Redbirds up 14-0. I guess when getting back to Central a little bit, was it? To me, the biggest surprise wasn't their offense, because you knew that would be explosive. It was the fact that every offense they played was explosive, or made to look that way anyway.
Yeah, the Big 12 Illinois high school conference was performing like the Big 12 college conferences.
Boy,
spread it out and go.
You score 80 points in a game and lose.
Score 50 plus and get running clocked.
Go down to about the 12-yard line. Pretty good job by the Redbird coverage team.
Takes Metamora's punt out to the 25-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Raiders.
Ryan Vogel kicks off, remains on the field as defensive back.
Metamora had its second interception, third interception of the night or of the year.
Last couple of possessions, the Redbirds doing a better job swarming to the ball, getting the ball carrier wrapped up. Raider ball carrier Elijah Bennett was finding things a little too easy those first couple carries for Coach Grebner's liking.
Well, the C's parted there for the East Peoria quarterback.
Keeps the ball, takes it out to the 39-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Raiders.
East Peoria will get it first down to their own 39. I believe East Peoria is going to get called for motion. .8:41 to go here in this first half. John, things haven't gone as scripted for Metamora this year.
Against the Raiders.
If it did, it was a bad script.
Yeah, but you can't complain about the crowds.
No, they've hung in there pretty well. Certainly has been some grumbling.
Oh, sure. But they keep coming back. They're going to say he's down, even though Metamora did come up with the ball. That'll make it a 2nd and about
Jansen takes him
14.
35-yard line. Bring up 2nd down.
Xavier Gutierrez came out of there with the ball in his possession. And that's the right idea when you get them stacked up like that. First guy wraps, second guy punches or rips.
Oh,
Pass incomplete. Ryan Vogel in coverage. Out of bounds.
if he'd have caught the ball, he'd have been about 5 yards out of bounds, but he was right there.
Had an opportunity. Sacrificed the body a little bit going for it too.
Brings up a 3rd and about 14. Flag down. If that's going against East Peoria, do you decline it? Unless it's a holding penalty, then you might want to take it because it's a spot foul.
I think Coach D could have told Ryan that that was out of bounds and he had to give himself up like that. Little help, Coach.
Oh, nice job by Metamora. Was that Horowitz that got in there deep?
Yeah, Brock Horowitz applying pressure first.
4th down. 3.
Boy, he looked like he got shot out of a cannon. 7:41 to go in the first half, and that'll force East Peoria to punt. It'll be 4th and about 22 yards to go.
It's one of those Wile E. Coyote moments. You expect the sign to go up that says help when it's just Horowitz coming off the edge like that. Redbird with bad intentions.
That's going to die right at the 40. Oh, it did take a little bit of an East Peoria bounce, but hey, Redbirds will have good field position on their own 47-yard line.
It'll be marked at the 47-yard line. 1st and 10.
Nice job by the Redbird defense. After that first play from scrimmage, they've stiffened up and played really good football so far. Redbird offense comes onto the field. The only blemish is the fumble in the back of the end zone. Otherwise, we'd be up 21-0.
Hall with Hodel and Lianos in the backfield.
They've lined up off sides.
Hall looking for Nelson.
And Nelson will get tackled inside the 20, but that's that play that's just so tough to defend. And Metamora's been running that awfully well here lately. Nelson takes it inside the 20.
Opportunity for redemption there after the ruled fumble.
I don't know.
Maybe get Nelson on the scoreboard here yet.
Yeah, because I just don't know how you can be 3 yards deep in the end zone, fumble the ball, and not have it be a touchdown. Oh, man. He almost caught the rebound.
Intended for number 2, Brighton McDonald.
He's taking a couple wallops.
Ball's pass intended for McDonald. Broken up by number 30, North.
At first, I thought the hit was going to stand Brighton up and bring him right back to where the ball was still kind of floating there in front of him.
Yeah.
Hodel on the counter, down to about the 15.
Number 2, Bennett. Gain of 3.
Makes it a third. Makes it a third and about 7 yards to go.
Number 40, Chris Lianos off. Number 2, Brighton McDonald on. Hodel the lone back with Hall.
Oh, nice move by Tommy, but he's going to get wrapped up. Out to about the 25. They blitzed right into that.
Hall gets caught in the backfield.
Brings up a 4th and about 15.
They step out to the 5-yard line.
And that brings on the field goal unit. And that brings out the 42-yard field goal.
Wind to his back. Little bit of a cross from the right to left. Ball marked in the center of the field.
Oh, he had the distance, but just missed.
Hodel's attempt is no good. Ball be turned over.
Pretty good try, though. 5:10 to go here in the first half. Redbird's up 14-0. And they'll bring it back to the 20-yard line. I'm not sure why they set up at the 20. Well, they went to the line of scrimmage. Ball went past the goal line, so that's why he comes out to the 20.
West base pass complete to number 88, Smith.
Pass complete.
Gain of 5.
Run out of bounds. Was that Bartman?
I believe it was.
Xavier Gutierrez in pursuit. Runs his man down. He's kind of fast. Probably faster on that turf, too.
Yeah. Quarterback took a pretty good shot. And moves it back to the 22-yard line, brings up a 3rd and about 8. Just under 5. 4:52 to go here in this first half.
Lawson about 2 on the play. Bring up 3rd down.
Pretty good job by the Redbird defense, and that'll bring up a 4th down and about long 3. Gonna bring on the East Peoria punt unit.
Gain of 3 on the play. 4th down and 4.
4:27. Boy, was that Ryan Vogel that almost got that?
Came
he was-
late, right up the middle.
That was pretty darn close. Not sure how he didn't block it.
Goes out to the 47.
It's just not long enough.
Will be turned over to the Redbirds.
Dunlap with a 7-zip lead on Canton after 1.
Still 12-7 Washington.
Washington 18-14 midway through the second quarter.
18-14.
Canton likely would have had to have won tonight against Dunlap to get into the playoffs. 5-4. They'll likely be shy on points.
The back-to-back losses to Pekin and then ourselves the next week. Metamora started playing pretty well right about that time, though, and other than the Dunlap game, Dunlap can make a lot of people look bad, though.
Total carries.
Oh, nice block by Horowitz. Some nice things there. After he got by that initial hit.
A nice block by Horowitz, nice block by Reinertson, nice job by Hodel eluding the first would-be tackler in the backfield to give himself some space to work.
3:45 to go in the first half. Redbirds up 21-0.
Pass complete to Blau on the flat. He breaks a tackle and he's down inside the 20.
Nice play. Gonna give the Redbirds a first down.
Pass complete to Blau. Takes it to the 19-yard line. First down and 1.
Blau might be open right now. Oh, now they're moving it over. He's covered now. John Nelson.
But John Nelson was not covered.
Pass to Nelson.
Thomas Hall found him.
And that'll be enough for a Redbird first down inside the 10. First and goal, Redbirds. 2:45 first half. Oh, that's nice.
Cristianos on the carry. He's inside the 5.
Just shy of the 4. 2 minutes to go here, first half. Oh, nice job.
Cristianos again. Touchdown,
Awful.
Redbirds.
Nice blocking up front. Nice student section tonight.
Bartman holding as well.
Yeah.
Hadn't noticed that's been bean blossom throughout the season.
21-0. 1:40 to go here in this first half. Vogel kicks it deep and into the end zone. So East Peoria will start on the 20-yard line. Nice kick.
Metamora's punt was in the end zone. Ball replaced at the 20-yard line. First and 10 for the Raiders.
Pre-game, Coach Delinsky talked about how number 2 was one of their better receivers. Is that Elijah Bennett?
Yes.
Nice carry.
Bennett, the ball carrier, around or outside. Out to the 41-yard line. First down, Raiders.
So East Peoria gets it out to the 41. Oh, that's just good defense by Metamora there. That'll be a loss of about 1.
Bennett on contact, he kind of tries to do that Marshawn Lynch, come up through the defender,
Yeah.
try to initiate the blow first and get off the contact.
Lianos and Horowitz had nothing to do with it on that play. We're under a minute to go here in this first half.
Interception.
They give it to us?
Timeout, Raiders.
Well, they called timeout.
Oh.
So dual possession goes to the receiver, and then East Peoria called a timeout. He was never clear in his signal, and then he just gestured pointing the other way. It's like, okay, we'll take it.
Brings up a 3rd and about 4 with 34 seconds to go.
That had to be equally confusing from the East Peoria stands because they would have been looking at the officials' back.
Sophomores close out their season tomorrow, Saturday morning. Exciting overtime win for them on Monday night over at Pekin. Very good Pekin team.
Defense got the job done several times. Multiple stands inside the 10.
Bring up a 4th and about 1. They're just going to let the clock run down and then snap it. And they'll take the penalty with 5 seconds to go. Makes it a 4th and about 6. Do they punt the ball now?
Or run a play and hope that they can run out the clock on the play.
Their quarterback's been running for his life. The Redbirds will take a 21-0 lead into the halftime locker room. We'll be back in just a few minutes with the first half stats in the second half.
At MTCO digiMAX, we work hard to give our community the best value in internet, TV, and voice. But the big network conglomerates we have to pay for TV content don't share our community values. Every year, they demand higher and higher fees and force us to pay for channels few people watch. We hope you'll understand we're doing our best to keep our costs down and your rates low. Visit tvonmyside.com to learn more about these unfair charges.
Welcome back to East Peoria. The Redbirds took a 21-0 lead into the halftime locker room. John, like I said before we went on air, we went back and looked, and that was a fumble. It wasn't a touchdown. It was a fumble. So a good call by the refs. Metamora gets ready to kick off. I thought that was a very good half for Metamora.
It felt more lopsided than 21-0. When we kicked the extra point to make it 21, I kind of looked at the scoreboard like, did they short us a touchdown somewhere? And it had nothing to do with the one that was ruled a fumble. It just felt like we had scored more than that.
Kicks it down to about the 11-yard line. And the East Peoria ball carrier will take it out to about the 23-yard line. Good coverage once again by Metamora. Got some clarification too on the reason for Bartman holding for the extra points. Zach Beanblossom was at school today, got sick, had to go home.
Bartman has done a fine job filling in, holding on the place kicking duties.
Nice job again by the Redbird defense. And not a whole lot of room out there for the East Peoria ball carriers. After that first series of downs where they gashed us for about a 60-yard run, after that,
good fill there. McClure, Lianos.
out to about the 25-yard line, brings up a third and about 7.
Nice catch by the Raider receiver.
Yeah.
That'd be good for an East Peoria first down out to the 35. It's number 8, Braden Lowry on the catch.
That's their best receiver. Is that his first catch of the evening?
There haven't been many by any Raider receivers tonight.
West Bay keeps it home. It's a game of 6 on the play. 3 of second half.
6-yard gain by the East Peoria quarterback. Who is the East Peoria quarterback?
Tristan Westbay.
I think he's a baseball player.
5'9", 165 sophomore.
Pretty good job by John Gatton to come up and slow him down, and Xavier Gutierrez was breathing down his throat, or breathing down his neck.
Austin Yeager applying pressure there as well.
Wind seems to be whipping around, but it just don't feel like there's wind up here, does it?
Certainly can hear it through the mic.
Yeah, yeah.
Pass gets away, Burke in coverage. It's caught and into Redbird territory down to the 42.
First down, Raiders.
West Bay paid for it. He took a hit. He's still shaking that one off. In the meantime, the Raiders have a first down at the 43.
21-0 Redbirds here in the early going of the third quarter. 8:25 to go, third quarter. Joe Birch downfield to make that tackle.
Another Raider.
Clay Gorath on the reception. Bennett on the carry. He's inside the Redbird 10.
Down to about the 7-yard line.
Tracked down by Blau and McDonald. Redbird's playing a little too loose. Time to bring a little pressure. Bennett carries. Touchdown Raiders. No flags on the play. Raiders on the scoreboard for the first time this evening. 7:41, third quarter.
Oh, and it's blocked. Not sure who that was that blocked it.
Might have been a Raider lineman.
Yeah, it was pretty low. I don't know if it'd have made it had he got it past the line anyway. Redbirds still lead 21-6. So Blau, not sure who that is on this side, but it looks like Horowitz. No, Hodel and who's it on this side? Is that
Gatton to the near side.
Gatton.
It's 25.
That'll be Michael Blau at about the 18-yard line.
Nice return for Blau.
Oh, he's got some room, and his own player kind of shoved him into the East Peoria defender, and Blau gets it out close to the 50-yard line.
Metamora takes kickoff out to the 10-yard line. First and 10 for the Redbirds.
It'll be right on the 50. Nice job by Michael Blau.
Hall with Lianos and Hodel in the backfield. McDonald in motion. Lianos on the carry will be dropped for a loss.
Mike Fuller catches him in the backfield. Loss of 8 on the play. 7 on the play.
Loss of 6, 2nd and 16.
Closing in on 7 minutes. Blau returns to the Redbird lineup.
Ball's pass complete to Blau.
They did a little tangle across the 50.
3rd and 9.
Pass complete to Blau. Across midfield down to the 49-yard line. Bring up 3rd down and 9.
Boy, it's almost like you can run that play just about any time you want to. Picked up 7 on that one.
Nelson and McDonald split to the far side. Gatton and Blau to the near side. Hall looking to throw. Pass complete to McDonald. He'll have a 1st down. Down to the 20.
Tommy was close to crossing that line, but he got it off right before he crossed it. Nice strike down to Brighton McDonald.
That ball was snapped from the Raider 49, and he was right at the 50, crossing the 50, and momentum was carrying him into Raider territory as he released the ball. Total drop for a loss.
Loss of 5 on the play. Bring up 2nd down.
Lianos off, Horowitz on. Good time for a screen.
It's kind of, yeah, it would work right now.
Hall keeps. Late flag. Extracurricular from the Raider defense.
I think that's going to give the Redbirds a 1st down.
Another flag. Offsetting personal fouls.
Offsetting personal fouls. Sideline warning. Oh, sorry.
Second and 11 for the Redbirds. Hodel and Lianos the backs. Hodel carries right side. He's dropped at the 20.
Odell knocked down on the play by number 46, Tranchitella.
It brings up a 4th down, doesn't it? No, that's only 3rd down because it's offsetting penalties.
Second and 11, okay. Nope, now it is 4th.
So the field goal unit will come on.
Fortunately, the play clock has not run. Plenty of time for the field goal unit to come on. Setting up on the right hash. East Peoria offsides.
So that'll make it 4th and about 6.
Encroachment against East Peoria.
Coach Ryan will bring the offense back onto the field.
Hall's pass incomplete.
Incomplete pass.
Turnover on downs to the Raiders at 3:44 remaining, third quarter.
Well, it looked like he caught it, didn't it?
It skipped in.
Redbird defense comes back on. 3:44 to go here in this third quarter.
Bennett on the carry. Stays alive out to the 30.
Bennett takes the ball out to the
Gain of 15.
1st and 10 East Peoria. Pass complete to Smith. Gain of 5 on the play. Bring up 2nd down.
Or it looked like it was going to get intercepted.
Burke in coverage was right there. Just needed to step up.
That's going to be a loss of about 2 yards. Close in on 2.5 minutes in this third quarter. It's flying by.
Sounded like a motorcycle running around east side.
Yeah, it did.
Used to ride my motorcycle around this property when it was the old gravel pit, but I don't think that's allowed in here anymore.
Pretty good job by the Redbird defense there. That'll bring up a 4th and about 5, and that'll force the East Peoria punt unit onto the field. Clock stops for some unknown reason.
And remains stopped. Well, you said it was flying by. They just wanted to put a little delay on that for you.
That'll roll dead at the 45, and now it goes and keeps going.
Playing a little catch up. Okay, we're stopped at 140.
The Redbird offense comes back onto the field. Good field position. That's 3 pretty hard-fought yards for Ethan Hodel. They just keep bringing those backers up into the gaps, and they just outnumber you. I think John Gatton's going to be wide open on one of these, though, because we're running him out of bounds.
John Gatton's a good enough athlete. He can, on paper, look covered and not be covered and break away pretty quick. And he's tough physically to match up with. If you would put a smaller corner on him to try to run with him for speed, he's physically going to outmatch them.
I'm not sure what the delay is here. Under 50 seconds to go, right at 50 seconds to go here in this third quarter. Oh, he broke the plane. That's got to be offsides. It doesn't matter. He broke the plane.
Well, it was blown dead, but I haven't seen a flag hit the field. Okay, Scott, I've seen it on Saturday JFL fields where it's a do-over, but nothing was marked off there. Hodel carries, nice cutback. He'll be shy of the first down, 4th and short.
Wow, the ball carrier takes it up the middle. Gain of 7.
So 4th and about 2, a long 2.
Under a minute to go here in this third quarter. And they're not going to start the play clock until now they do, so we'll have to get the play off. Tommy keeps it. He jumps over a defender and he'll pick up a first down. That'll take us to the end of the third quarter as he crosses into, I guess we were already in East Peoria territory, but he takes it down to the 40-yard line.
Now we're huddling in East Peoria territory too. There's the difference.
Yeah, that'll be the end of the third quarter as we head into the fourth. Redbirds up 21-6.
At MTCO digiMAX, we work hard to give our community the best value in internet, TV, and voice. But the big network conglomerates we have to pay for TV content don't share our community values. Every year, they demand higher and higher fees and force us to pay for channels few people watch. We hope you'll understand we're doing our best to keep our costs down and your rates low. Visit tvonmyside.com to learn more about these unfair charges.
Were they saying that the play clock never got started?
I don't care if the play clock never got started. That has nothing to do with the defender jumping across the line of scrimmage.
Two of them jumped over. Well, we head into this final quarter of the 2017 season, John. Hard to believe, isn't it?
It is.
Redbird offense comes back onto the field.
Ball's pass is incomplete to start the fourth quarter, brings up a 2nd and 10.
Hall did a nice job of avoiding that East Peoria rush. Got to get some points here, John.
Pass complete to Blau. Down to the 41. 3rd and 6.
Blau will be marked at the 36-yard line. Bring up 3rd down and 6.
Hodel on the carry. Just when it looked like he was about to bounce it outside where there was going to be a lot of room. Got a Raider on his back.
Brings up a 4th and about 4.
Gatton, McDonald, and Blau left side. Hodel on the backfield. John Nelson, receiver, to the near side. Targeting Nelson. Incomplete. The Redbirds turn it over on down. So Raider ball at their own 34, 10:30 remaining in the ball game. Redbirds lead 21-6.
Oh boy.
Pass tipped and falls incomplete.
West Bay's pass intended for number 8. Lowry is incomplete. Bring up 2nd down.
Screen underneath to Bennett.
Pretty good defense there. They did a nice job. Did that ball get tipped?
It looked like it. It kind of fluttered up.
Nice job by the Redbird defense.
I'm sure that threw off the timing for Bennett a bit as well.
Bring up 3rd down.
Made a nice play on the ball.
We close in on 10 minutes left in this season.
There's the interception. Xavier Gutierrez on the pick.
That's 2 for him this year. That's our 2nd of the evening.
West Bay's pass is intercepted. Ball will be placed at the 48-yard line. Be 1st and 10 for the Redbirds.
Redbirds take over in Raider territory at the 48.
Redbird offense comes onto the field once again. 1st and 10 from the East Peoria 48-yard line.
Blau looking to throw.
He's a sophomore quarterback.
He's looking for Nelson. Just a little short, incomplete, brings up second down.
Like the play, though.
Like the play. Would have been fun to have maybe seen a little more this year.
Yep. East Peoria defended it pretty well, though.
Complete to Nelson. Dives forward for a gain of a couple. 3rd and 8.
Well, they're just, East Peoria's playing some
They're
pretty good.
tight.
Yeah.
I'll be marked at the 46-yard line. We're at 3rd down.
Thomas Hall on the keep. He'll have a Redbird first down.
He'll go out of bounds at the 30. He gets shoved pretty good. Looked like well after he was out of bounds, but he'll still pick up the first down to the 30-yard line.
Credit the Raiders for still playing hard at the end of another losing campaign for them. Eastside Center has never seen a playoff game, but it's senior night at Eastside, and there aren't enough people on the East Peoria home stands to account for the senior parents that were announced before the game.
Touchdown Brighton McDonald. But you're right, yep. We've brought a bigger crowd than they have. And some of those might be Redbird fans. Nice throw, nice catch. Nice to see a senior, Brighton McDonald, get a touchdown here on the final game of his high school career.
Missed a pretty substantial chunk of the season in the middle with the injury. Just got him back, senior captain.
Vogel comes in for the extra point. And it's good. Makes it 28-6. Redbirds lead as we wind down this season, John. Boy, it would have been nice to get those two games, a mulligan for those first two.
A mulligan for the first two might just be getting greedy. A mulligan for the second half at Jerseyville.
Yeah.
Squibbed and covered up inside the 20, down at about the 18.
9:06 to go.
Metamora's kickoff is recovered at the 18-yard line. 1st and 10.
So East Peoria will get the ball on their own 20-yard line with 9:06 to go.
Big gain on first down out across the 35. Washington still leads Morton by 2 scores, 34-20.
1st and 10.
Late third quarter. Dunlap still leading Canton 14-0.
Pickup of about 1 for East Peoria.
Bennett takes the ball up the middle. Gain of 1 on the play. Bring up second half now.
Peoria Central leading Galesburg 30-12 in the third.
Nice job by Burke.
That should be good enough. They hold on for their 6th win and to get the Central Lions into the playoffs.
They may have to travel. Third and 11 for East Peoria.
Pekin with a running clock on Limestone. Really rough year for the Rockets. Pekin will finish at 4 and 5. Pass complete.
West Bay's pass complete. Down to Lowry, down to the 17.
Michael Blau on the tackle, but he's shaken up on the East Peoria sideline. He'll be replaced by Kyle Bartman. He's moving a lot better as he gets to this side of the field.
Yeah. Nice hustle on his part to save what looked to be a sure touchdown.
Bennett on the carry, bounces it to the outside. He's forced out of bounds at about the 12.
Bennett rounder outside.
6:56 to go.
Clock stopped.
Oh! Couldn't see who that was that made that tackle.
Is that Cassett?
Might have been. Blau comes back into the Redbird lineup. Good to see.
Also 1 on the play. Bring up third down.
Boy, almost intercepted.
Incomplete, brings up 4th down.
Was that Kyle Bartman that broke that up? Fourth and about 6. Just over 6 minutes to go. Redbird's up 28-6. And it looks like East Peoria is going to take a timeout. Oh, that's a nice job. Is that Michael Blau?
Michael Blau back into the game.
The Redbirds will take over on the 12-yard line. Yeah. 5:59 to go in the ball game. Redbird offense comes onto the field.
Total carries left side. He's across the 15.
Pickup of about 3 yards. I believe that'll make East Peoria's record, what, 2-7?
They beat Limestone in conference and picked up one non-con.
I thought they beat Streeter. Brings up a 3rd and about 5.
Lost to Streeter, beat East Moline United Township. Complete to Nelson underneath. He breaks free. He'll have enough for a Redbird
And he
first
could
down.
go. And he'll take it across the 50 down to the 37-yard line. Boy, picked up some nice blocks, didn't he?
Complete to Blau.
Blau will get it to the 31. More of a huddle than we've seen in the past. 2nd and about 3 for the Redbirds.
I believe intended for McDonald. McDonald and Gatton were both in the area, and it kind of dropped in the well in between. It's 3rd and 3. Total carries. He'll be shy of the first down. Crosses the 30.
2:25 to go in the ball game.
Redbird offense remains on the field on 4th and short, 4th and 2.
Oh, big hole for Thomas Hall, and he'll go down to about the 21-yard line. Nice job by the 6'7" junior. You think it's safe to say he's the tallest quarterback we've ever had? Brad DeMoss was, what, 6'5", and Caleb Turbush was 6'5".
Not Jerry Grubner.
No, or Jacob Mitchell.
Ethan Hodel on the carry, down inside the 15.
Oh, there's a flag, a late flag. It's going to go against East Peoria. Unsportsmanlike. Is that half the distance?
Yep.
That'll take it inside the 10, make it 1st and goal at about the
7.5.
Yeah.
It's Hall with Hodel and Horowitz in the backfield. Brock Horowitz on the carry. He stood up at about the 9. Clock runs under 2 minutes. Complete to Blau.
Not a whole lot of space for Michael Blau to go. They defensed that pretty well.
Loss on the play.
Out to about the 15. Touchdown, Metamora.
Thomas Hall, Michael Blau.
Awfully nice. 56 seconds to go in the ball game. Redbirds 34, East Peoria 6 as Ryan Vogel comes on for his 5th extra point. Up and good. 35-6 with just under a minute to go in the ball game. Redbirds will push their record to 4-5, and they're going to end the season on
4-3 in the Mid-Atlantic Conference.
Yeah, and end it strong. Remember the year we came over here? I believe it was maybe Michael Fay's junior year, and an administrator from East Peoria didn't want us using a megaphone. Confiscated it, walked away, holding the microphone, forgot that they had the remote for that megaphone. And as he's walking away, they played it.
I was unaware of that one.
Oh, it was a thing of beauty to watch. There was an unsportsmanlike on that extra point, possibly. So we'll kick off from the East Peoria 45-yard line. It's gotten a little chippy here, hasn't it?
Which is foolish for those that think, oh, it's the last game of the season and I can't be punished. But if you do get kicked out, you have to sit out
the next sport.
Your next sports activity, yes.
Or the next year.
Right.
Now, if you're a senior and all you do is play football, well, yeah. It's 49 seconds to go in the ball game.
East Peoria.
East Peoria will take a timeout. Was that a final, Washington, Morton?
Actually, it's still late third quarter on that last report. .34-20 midway through the fourth. Washington leads. Dunlap has increased their lead over Canton to 21-0 late third quarter. I'm sure they have to be in the fourth quarter by now too. That's just the most recent score reported. Pass complete for the Raiders.
First down with 37 seconds to go.
First down, Raider.
Clock running, under 30 seconds remaining in the ball game.
Jansen takes the ball across midfield down to the 47-yard line. Be another first down for the Raiders.
Under 15 seconds. One more play.
Pass complete at the 35.
And
Brought down at 25 by Burke, 9.2 remaining.
Pass complete now.
9.2.
Another first down for the Raiders. And that's the
And
game.
that'll be the ball game. Redbirds win 35-6.
Fourth of the season.
Okay, now it's time for the end of the game stats. First for East Peoria. Quinn Jansen had 3 carries for 19 yards. Elijah Bennett had 19 carries for 150 yards and 1 touchdown. Tristan Westbay had 7 carries for 3 yards. East Peoria had a total of 172 yards rushing with 1 rushing touchdown for an average of 5.9 yards per carry. Passing, Tristan Westbay was 12 for 22 with 2 interceptions and 156 yards passing. Receiving, Braden Lowry had 3 receptions for 77 yards. Clay Gorwith had 1 reception for 15 yards. Austin Hart had 1 reception for 22 yards. Ross Smith had 5 receptions for 34 yards, and Elijah Bennett had 2 receptions for 8 yards. East Peoria had a total of 328 yards rushing and passing. East Peoria had 8 first downs rushing, 6 passing, and 1 by penalty. Their second half time of possession was 10 minutes and 51 seconds. Now for Metamora. Ethan Hodel had 20 carries for 65 yards and 1 touchdown. Brock Horwitz had 1 carry for -2 yards. Thomas Hall had 7 carries for 39 yards, and Chris Leonis had 3 carries for 2 yards and 1 touchdown. Metamora had a total of 104 yards rushing with 2 touchdowns. for an average of 3.4 yards per carry. Passing, Thomas Hall was 18 for 27 and 311 yards with 2 touchdowns. On the receiving end, John Nelson had 5 receptions for 81 yards. Michael Blau had 8 receptions for 90 yards and 2 touchdowns. John Gatton had 1 reception for 21 yards. Brighton McDonald had 4 receptions for 119 yards and 1 touchdown. Metamora had a total of 415 yards rushing and passing combined. First downs, Metamora had 6 rushing and 12 passing, 3 by penalty. Their second half time of possession was 13 minutes and 9 seconds. Your final score, East Peoria Metamora 35, East Peoria 6.
Welcome back to East Peoria. We're here with head coach Pat Ryan. Coach, boy, those 9 weeks go by just way too fast.
No, they do. You're absolutely right. It's a blur, Scott. Once you get into the week-to-week deal, you're right.
The season didn't go the way you'd planned. But the one thing you cannot say is that these kids quit on you. They did not.
No, absolutely not. They didn't quit on each other, most importantly. And I told them, I said, we were at a crossroads. We were 0-4 and backs against the wall. And, I just appreciated the fact that none of our seniors gave in, starters, non-starters. And we kept trying. I mean, we had some things that we needed to do a little bit better. And we solved some problems, and I thought the last couple of weeks we played pretty good. But it was just a slow start. If we could have started over again, you'd be a little bit, yeah. But tonight was a good night. We got some good defensive stops. They had a couple of plays there. It's a different feel when, you got kids that are knowing that, there's a lot of guys out there knowing that they're playing in the last game they're ever going to play in, and football's no longer going to be part of their life as a player.
7, 8, 9 years, going back to JFL, and now it's over.
Yeah, and so it always brings a little bit of extra intensity. But I appreciate the kids that came over tonight to cheer for our guys. And I mean this sincerely. The cheerleaders they've been really, really positive through and encouraging. And, it's just been a good feel. I mean, as good as it could be for not being in the playoffs when, we'd like to have a shot in the tournament. So, there's some disappointment, Scott. There's no doubt about that, but not shame. I'm very proud of these guys. Disappointed that we're not going to get to play next week? Absolutely. If we're not, we're not thinking right. But they can walk off with their heads high knowing that they were, good to each other, accountable to each other, and that's what it's all about. We learned some life lessons that sometimes you don't get to learn, and particularly about how to deal when things don't go the way you want.
I thought tonight your team, played pretty well. You had a pretty balanced attack running and throwing, and your defense played awfully well tonight. East Peoria was not bad.
No, they do have some skilled kids. Their running back runs hard, and the quarterback made some plays. So overall, we played hard. We made a couple mistakes that cost us, but that's high school football, and that doesn't matter if it's week 9 or 14 or whatever. That's going to happen. But anyway, lot of positives. A lot of positives on the season, and certainly more positives than negatives as far as I'm concerned. And I think the kids and the staff feels, we're just going to miss it. We're going to miss the fact that this is it. It's hard on the last game, and when there isn't any more. And I really feel like these guys would love to have a game next week. I don't think they want it to be done, but life is what it is, and we'll move forward with the younger kids, and we'll have several guys coming back next year that will have a lot more experience than what we started off with this year, and we need to make sure, and I'm sure it'll be an emphasis, but we just have to get off to a better start. We just have to get off to a better start.
And it's always, you see the kids down there with their parents and friends and everything, and I'm sure you want to get down, so we won't keep you here too long.
Well, they'll probably turn the lights off here pretty quick. It's, I think we've been out there longer than L.A. was in Chicago last night. I mean, at some point we got to get off the field, yeah.
And I'll mention this one little quick thing here before we go. Actually, I got two things for you. One is you told me a story one time, I think you did on another show we did at one other point, about how you had a player a few years ago that you really didn't know how much he'd really bought into the program, and you lost a playoff game at Metamora, and you walked back into the locker room long after all the fans had gone and all the other players had gone. The locker room was empty. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, sure I do. And he had his uniform still on, and he didn't want to take it off. It's hard to take it off, yeah, no. And it brings a tear to your eye when it means that much to a kid, because really that's what it's all about. You put it all out there, and you give it everything you got, and what happens is what happens.
And once you take it off that last time, you can't put it back on.
That's right. That's why it's slow coming off sometimes.
Yeah. Well, hey, Coach, thank you very much for everything this year.
We appreciate it.
And it's just been, I feel bad for you guys. I feel bad for the kids. That's part of life.
Yep. No, that's right. But we finished the right way. And I'm proud of them for it.
All righty. We'll let you go, Coach.
Thank you.
And that'll do it from East Peoria. Redbirds win 35-6.